Good evening, everyone. Columbus and Lowndes County are partnering to take drugs off the streets. Today, city and county leaders sign off on an interlocal agreement with the Sheriff's Department and the Police Department.
However, it could be a while before the Columbus Lowndes Drug Task Force actually hits the streets. WCBI's Jory Talley is joining us live from the courthouse with more on this new agreement and what it means.
The creation of the drug force task has been in the works for several months now with the mayor, sheriff, and police chief. Now, the goal is to get as many drugs off the streets as possible.
The agreement is similar to a lot of drug task force.
City and county leaders unanimously agree on a new effort to keep drugs out of Lowndes County, which could lower the crime rate.
I could just speak specifically from the city standpoint. Probably 80% of the crime is drug related.
The creation of the Columbus Lowndes Narcotics Task Force comes with a new agreement, including a new vehicle.
The only thing that we will do is provide men's equipment and just whatever the sheriff said that they need, that's what the city would do, is provide manpower and equipment and supplies as requested.
Narcotics agents have worked at the Sheriff's Department for years. Now, with CPD on board, all of the agencies can closely work together and help each other solve cases throughout the county.
You're going to add manpower to it because we're going to have 4 additional investigators or narcotics officers working the streets, and also bringing with them will be information or intelligence that they may have that our guys might not have, and vice versa.
Police Chief Oscar Lewis will submit a list of officers to the Sheriff's Department. Then, Commander Archie Williams will interview and select task force members.
After the time frame passes, we'll end up with 4 from this city. I think there's going to be 2 at first because there is going to be some training involved and it's going to be a little time consuming. We want to make sure we get it all done before we just add too many people at one time.
It could be a few months before the residents see the interlocal agreement at work.
It will be a process and it'll take a little time, but the good thing that the mayor and the council is proud of is that now we have a true drug task force between the city and the county.
Lowndes County Sheriff Mike Arledge says he's encouraged about having more crime fighters on the road. A similar task force was disbanded several years ago. The new group will have different regulations.
It was important to me, and it's important to the citizens, that we have no outside interference with, say, a city councilman or a board of supervisors or maybe a prominent person in the community. We don't need to, other than them helping us gather intelligence. We want that, but we don't want interference in how we run our police operations.
Now, that paperwork signed by city and county officials will be sent to the Attorney General's office. It could be a couple of weeks before that paperwork is signed. Live in Columbus, Jory Talley, WCBI News. Back to the studio.
A Columbus company is missing